Coach, let's start with David from you, and then we'll take questions.
Well, again, you know, we've had a lot of wins this year, and I keep saying I'm tremendously proud of the way the guys played. And we've had a lot of games that have gone a lot of different ways, and this one was kind of a defensive battle, and I thought our defense did a tremendous job of shutting down the run. Obviously, when you've got a kid in their backfield who's a Harlan Hill finalist, tremendous running back, to hold him 50 yards is an outstanding effort by our kids on defense, and really gave us a shot to win that football game. And then secondly, you know, the guys up front for us, our offensive line, did a great job of getting some holes up there against a lot of bodies in the box, and I thought our running backs, and particularly Connor Thomas, did a great job seeing those things and running hard and keeping positive yards going. Couldn't have been prouder of our offense that last drive to be able to, you know, run that ball down there and score that touchdown was huge for our program, and very proud of the way the guys finished things off.
Questions, please.
Andrew, is that final scenario, you guys get the ball back 9 minutes, 80 yards, just start running? Is that kind of the dream scenario for the offensive line group?
Oh yeah, we think we can pound the rock really well. We're really confident in our run game, and we got great backs back there that can always just produce for us. We're confident in making holes for them.
Can you talk about just as that drive in developed? Was there anything in the huddle going on?
No, we pretty much just did what we always just plan to do, just create holes for our running backs and just try and get up the backers and seal them off.
Is there much of a difference when it comes to the different backs that are back there for you guys right now?
No, there's no difference. We block the same for if Fife's in, or if we know John's running it, or even Connor. So we block the same. It doesn't matter to us.
How much fun does that make it for you guys? I mean, knowing that how active they are and how.
Oh, it makes it so much fun when you see them running down the sidelines, just jumping over people and juking. It's just a really good feeling.
Coach, obviously Connor had a big first half. He didn't carry the ball much through the third quarter until that final drive. But was there some rotation you had going there, or did you sense something with Connor in that final drive that you want to have in there?
This is going to sound like some coaching genius, but I couldn't tell you what our rotation is. And that's part of the unselfishness of our kids. I mean, we've got situations with our tight end position, our running back position, where we kind of let those guys rotate themselves. I think they've got a specific rotation that Coach Sanger, our running back coach, talks to them about. But there are particular drives where we just feel like one of the backs has a great feel for a particular play we're running. Today it was inside zone, and we felt like Connor had a tremendous feel for what was happening with the defensive front and how we're blocking it and how to get to the cutback. And so we left him in there. And you know, I kept looking out to see if he had any signs of fatigue, and I don't know if he was just trying to stay in. He wouldn't look to the sideline, so I couldn't tell if he was tired, but just did a great job finishing things off.
How big of Coach, how big of a focus today was it to stop Michael Hill?
Well, you know, each week our focus is to stop the run. I think that's, you know, you look at good defensive football teams across the country, the focus is stopping the run and making teams one-dimensional. And then, you know, with our up front four, we feel confident if we can do that, we can get after a passer with our pass rush. So, big challenge this week to get after that running back, because he's had a heck of a year and he's a heck of a running back. So, you know, again, I thought our guys from a defensive line standpoint, linebacker standpoint, even into the secondary, did a great job of doing their job and filling gaps and minimizing his opportunities to break into the open.
From a time of possession standpoint, you guys had an advantage already, but in the fourth quarter, I mean, they barely touched the ball. As a coach, at some point, are you looking up and just thinking, guys, we just need one big play here to kind of break them, and were you surprised it took as long as it did to kind of break through there?
No, you know, we hadn't run a whole lot of what we call 12 personnel, 2 tight end stuff in the game, because we've been getting a lot of their double eagle front, a lot of bodies in the box, and we were trying to spread them out a little bit by game plan, and we found some things we liked out of our 12 personnel in that last drive, and so we just, you know, I kept hearing from our offensive line coach, Mike Cunningham, just stick with it, and shoot, I didn't need my play call sheet. I don't know how many times we ran the same play in a row, but I thought our kids did a great job of executing. Obviously, if they know what you're going to do and you can do it, to us, that's running the ball effectively. We got to find a way to get those first downs grinded out, and then, you know, to pop one in the end and get in the end zone was huge, because you can only run it so many times.
Connor, can you talk about that last drive and your role there and how that felt as you were gaining some momentum there?
Just took the field with confidence, knowing we needed to get a score, and started with O-line up front. Saw that cutback, I was feeling it really well, and the receivers also making great blocks downfield.
Connor, how's this team been able to keep its focus all season long, really just dealing with everything that happened with coach at the start of the season and now just to keep piling up these wins and keep performing at such a high level?
Well, we're a family. I know a lot of teams say that, but I really feel like we're a great group of brothers that know what we need to do every week. Like we say, go 1-0 every week, and I think we focus on that, and we do a great job with that.
Earl, was there an emphasis this week to stop the back shoulder fade that had worked so well for them, at least on film? And how big of a play do you think that was when Justin intercepted that pass into the end zone?
Oh, yeah, it was big. That play was very big. I tracked down the guy from the backside, and I knew, the first time the quarterback broke out, I didn't get him out. He ended up scoring. So that play was kind of crucial because I knew if I would have pushed him out of bounds in and saved that, I just know our defense. They nut up when we get inside the red zone. So I knew if I would have pushed him out of bounds, we were going to have another chance, and we was going to get back to offense.
Earl, talk a little bit about, you guys had a good drive going there, and all of a sudden they took the ball away, but then you guys really put the clamps on. What was kind of going on the defensive side after? Do you guys kind of, is there any type of concern at that point?
Well, our defense, we're relaxed. Any spot on the field our offense gives us the ball, we're going to stop them, drain out them, get them the ball back. Even if it's off the turnover or drain out, we're going to get them the ball back. We have confidence like that in our defense.
They were able to get some yards on you guys that first drive. After that, it seemed like you pretty much shut them down. What were some of the adjustments you made against their rushing attack that was so effective today?
When we went in halftime, it was nothing they was really going to us that we didn't see or prepare for in practice. So all it was about is tackle. I think we did a great job tackling number 22 the other day. I think we did an awesome job. And that was the main focus all week, stopping the run and getting on his legs and bringing him down. He's a big, strong guy. He runs low to the ground. It's all about tackling this week.
And did you get a sense as that final scoring drive that you guys were gaining some traction? Maybe they were starting to wear down because the time of possession was so lopsided.
Yeah, we felt like once Connor kept breaking 5-yard runs, 6-yard runs, we just kept piling on, and we just kept running the same play. We felt like we were really gaining some good ground on them, and I was confident we were going to go down there and score.
Connor, last week it went to Andy pretty much in the overtime, if I remember right, in the fourth quarter. And for you then, how do you get ready to go this week when you don't know if you're going to be playing odd and you end up carrying it 15 times in the first half?
Preparing the same every week. You have to be ready. If your number's called upon, you have to be ready to go. And me and Andy and Taylor, we're unselfish, and we promote each of us doing the best for the team. So if one guy's seeing the holes and making the plays, then we're supportive of them. So last week I was proud of Andy, and I know this week he's gonna be proud of me. So.
Coach, were you confident going into the game that you'd be able to rush for 289 yards today? Were you confident you'd be able to rush that well on this defense?
Well, you have all of their games for the year. You can see what they're made of defensively. They come from a great league, and they've got some great athletes defensively. Had two great defensive ends. So, game plan-wise, we knew we didn't want to get in too many third down and long situations and turn loose those defensive ends. So we thought we better be able to run the football. We had a game film of them playing Minnesota Duluth, who rushed for 400 yards against them. That's got to give you a little bit of confidence as you go into it. But you never know how teams are going to play on a given Saturday. Can be completely different. What type of adjustments they're going to make and coming into it. And I thought our guys did a great job of executing a game plan up front from a running back standpoint, even from a quarterback standpoint, running the football. And I'm very proud of the way our guys rushed the football. We needed that to win that football game.
Talk about your third down conversions, Coach, a little bit, especially in that last drive. It really came through.
It was, and one of those is to a kid, number 88 there that, you haven't seen him a lot on the field. And, we're throwing some new guys out there because of some injuries, and I thought every one of those guys who had an opportunity to make a play stepped up and made a play in that given moment, which is exciting for me to see when I look at some of the youth that's out there.
Andrew, what does it mean to you to keep advancing national semifinals.
Oh, I love it. I mean, I remember back 2 years ago, we were 6-5 and didn't really know my place on, or just what this program was all about, just coming in as a freshman, and now it's just great. Just keep going. I want to go all the way, obviously.
One more question?
How about for you, Earl? To be still playing now and you get a chance to play in the semifinals?
The answer to that, same thing we prepare for every week, going 1-0. We just scribe on that.
Okay, Coach, thanks very much. Appreciate it. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.